do look good though, so it's like it only makes sense.
You got Instagram?
Yeah, I do. Now you can pick your phone up and put it in.
What the fuck?
Damn, you fine. I'm easy.
What you mean you easy?
Damn, wait.
Are you okay?
Oh my god. Wait, what's your name?
You might as well skip me, no thank you.
That's why your music.
No.
That's why your music career's failing.
Yeah, cool. Press the skip button.
You're not doing it for me, so that means you gotta get going.
I don't care.
So, oh, because you want me then.
Nope.
0, 0, 0, 0, 0.
Oh my god, bro, get that shit off my screen. Get that shit off. Shut up.
Monkey app content for a long time became its own social culture / niche on the internet for a good minute, and it's still about the only good rival to Omegle we've ever seen. But growing up watching these videos was very different than now. One of the pioneers in the genre I remember was Juvir. He was like the first ballot for that niche. He got into a whole relationship off the Monkey app and turned that into a Netflix documentary. Nowadays I think he started a family and makes different content, but now that I'm older, a lot of Monkey app YouTubers of today are very different, and most of them have been for a while. I tend to see these videos pop up on my feed, and really any platform, any other day, one of these clips can go viral because people be damn near living vicariously through the content, and we gonna get into that in a bit. The Monkey app was never just random chats. I feel like unlike its counterpart Omegle, it has always been more focused on creating new norms for attraction, identity, and validation for the younger audience. The original preface for the app was for it to be a social video chat platform that matches random strangers for short video chats. Back then I remember there was a timer, but I think too many people was flashing they bacon on camera, so they had to change it. So this was always like an Omegle for teens, and there was a lot of other teen apps that came out during that time, which was already strange enough, seeing as this app was also made by teens. It became popular amongst another generation because this method of video chatting was already tried and perfected, where you could talk to random people but also from the safety of your own environment. So you could see how the app's randomness became content for TikTok and YouTube. With Omegle, it might be funny moments, trolling, even bingo, and some Monkey app creators do follow that formula or at least try to be creative with it. But the other half is centered on picking up girls, reaction clips, and
rizzing baddies,
because the average teenager scrolling through is typically inexperienced, and similar to the way streaming culture pushes girl content, it sells the idea of romance and interest if you look, talk, or act a certain way. I know some Omegle creators do it too, but I be seeing more Monkey app than anything, so I'ma just talk about them. But a lot of them are also sponsored by that skincare brand that I'm not gonna give any free promo to. But honestly, I'd say the majority of Monkey app content has been washed. I mean, it's the grand 2026, and I feel most of these creators have shifted the purpose of the app from meeting people to getting content. It was always about getting content, but now I feel like it's more geared to black pill, red pill content, where the idea is that if you're highly attractive, you have certain tats, skin, or hair, then yeah, everyone's just easy and going, which there is some truth to, but it's still a performance. At the end of the day, most people watching these just want to be in the same position with any content involving women. The men watching are either praising the woman, wishing it was them, or quite literally studying the guy doing the video themselves. My point is the looks don't equivalent to genuine attraction. These same creators niche themselves into these boxes, and then even their IRL content involves lustful softcore corn for the YouTube. They feed into this looks are a currency online fucking like brainwash, like this is some life-changing shit. I'm not gonna lie, if you want to experience this, you definitely can go on the Monkey app and see for yourself, but I know for a fact your wife would not be on a Monkey app. I already know this video may seem like I'm dragging it, but it just paints this illusion that most men should want to be lusted over or prioritize their looks for validation and success within relationships with women, when in reality, even past looking good, the basis of what's going to make any relationship worthwhile is how you act. Nevertheless, think. Just because you look good doesn't mean past the surface level that person will respect you or care about you. It's very easy to watch these videos and believe simply looking good is a fix for human connection, and like I said, it's a lot of dabos out here that feel like this is the only way to be appreciated or acknowledged as a man. The girls on a Monkey app I can't speak for, but the whole culture rewards certain visuals which feed into red pill or superficial belief systems, and y'all might say that's the point, because in general looking good will benefit you in any online space. But yet someone like Cuffham could get the spotlight because social expectations around attraction are rigid. People perceive him as ugly, so whenever he has actual good clips on the Monkey app, I could check the comments and people will spam, oh he's just famous, oh he got money. I got a 9-piece chicken nugget from McDonald's, rarest item ever. If you want one, you gotta subscribe. And again, I'm not saying any side of this is inherently wrong. Make your bread. But for people consuming this, I mean, this isn't even entertainment. It's just men and women lusting through the screen. And the fact that when it's someone seen as ugly doing the lusting, people will rationalize themselves for watching or rationalize why it's happening. Y'all will tell yourselves anything without actually taking a wider scale about what you consume. Obviously, looks is not a game changer. Money is not a cheat code. Neither is the words you say. Dating prioritizes this to feed into an unhealed rhetoric. Relationships, casual or serious, was never supposed to have all these rules and regulations to pick a partner. corner. And with Valentine's around the corner, I hope you realize that being validated does not make you special. The people that really want to be around you and have respect for you will stand by you, even if you're not a complete person, as long as you ain't doing no dumb shit. If that person requires you to have something for you to be seen, ain't nothing genuine about that. Monkey content pushes an incentive loop where the viewer's attention goes to the parasocial aspect of being able to see an intimate interaction without having to do it themselves. They glaze said creator because they're young and impressionable, so the creators keep chasing visuals that perform. The audience will then start trying to imitate the behavior for clout. That's why when Duke Dennis became hella popular, you had a whole generation of boys trying to be like this man, and years later everyone's hating on bro. It all pushes the same idea that to be good enough you have to meet a certain standard, and it goes for women too, but this content as a whole can skew young people's perception of connection by teaching that validation requires looks and attention while reducing deeper interpersonal skills. I only attack the monkey app creators because it's a new creator from that niche popping up every day. Some of them really don't do nothing. They get on camera, say they age, and ask for a number, and that's the whole clip. I don't see how that's content. Have y'all never gotten a number before? I feel like when it comes to content, almost everything has been done so people just get lazy. Now even simple shit like going to the doctor can be content, but if there's no real personality behind it, you might as well just turn the camera off. Monkey isn't just another app, it's a mirror of what we value online. I just feel like we ignore the monkey app community, but they damn near as big as the streamers for the same shit. Creators like Tej be mixing up the content, you know, he brands his hair, his like freeforms, or that other guy DC the GOAT, you know, he be saying no thank you. That's pretty funny, I ain't gonna lie. So I do enjoy some of the clips where they at least try to do something a little different. My main point is that the oversaturation of the content to then prioritize girl content 90% of the time makes it so like only every other monkey app clip you'll see will have some funny entertainment. Other than that, you're just watching softcore relationship bait. It's not the app that's the problem, it's not even the creators, but it's what we reward as a culture. Like, get it how you get it, but I think it does get to a point where you're selling a bunch of teens the same idea of what validation looks like, when in reality, this is only a chunk of what this looks like. When you're on the internet, you really only see one side, so I hope y'all got some perspective, but what I'm saying is that it's just better to be authentic, take pride in who you are without all the superficial stuff. Not every monkey app video is bad, but the trends pushing visuals over substance is something I just wanted to analyze. This low-key is why we have a bunch of mini clavs and black pillars roaming the earth. No offense, but I've seen broke creatures pulling some pretty nice girls. So stop letting these creators sell you this idea that looks and clout is everything. Looks matter, but not like this. Sure, all this stuff opens doors, but with every door that opens, it becomes harder to tell which one is safe to walk through. People glorify looking perfect as if that makes everyone care about you. They only care because everyone else does, or at least that's what it seems. At the end of the day, the monkey app isn't just a random platform gone wrong. It's a symptom of something deeper. A generation desensitized to harm, constantly chasing shock value in exchange for likes and attention. But when the price is your self-worth, your safety, or your sanity, was it ever really worth it? This isn't about canceling an app, it's about rethinking what we normalize and what we allow to thrive online. All I know is that the basis of your looks being the value you bring to content creation is about as shallow as an IG model thinking she's high value because she looks good. I'll be back soon.
Wow, that was so powerful. Academy Award.
Now, how old y'all is?
21.
Yo, make sure she put a K on her nail for daddy.